What is going on everyone? Alex Prime here, and today we're taking a look at the newly released PowerA Enhanced Wireless Controller. It's wireless. It has a rechargeable battery. Fantastic. And mappable buttons. This, of course, is for the Nintendo Switch. This is pretty cool, actually. There's a flap here, so we can look inside. Pro-style wireless freedom for Nintendo Switch or Nintendo Switch Lite. Enjoy Bluetooth connectivity in the comfort of your own home. And take it on the road with a rechargeable battery that provides 30 hours of gameplay. That's pretty fantastic. So here is the controller here. It is so good looking. Look at that. White, matte white, with a metallic gold D-pad and kind of grayish, dark gray thumbsticks and a little ring around the thumbsticks. Those look fantastic. And then the buttons have dark gray lettering as well. These are all white. I wish they actually put the dark gray on the plus and the minus and the home, like if those were gray. I think that would look really cool. But that's a minor thing. Let's take a look inside. What's that? Type C. That's right, this is a Type C controller. Absolutely fantastic. Here's the back of the box. So, metallic D-pad. I'm not sure if that means it's actually metal or if it's just metallic color. We will find that out soon enough. But again, 30 hours per charge. So there's no AA batteries, which a lot of these power controllers, the wireless ones, use AA's for the longest time. Now they're finally doing built-in rechargeable, which is the way to go. I don't want AA batteries in my controllers. Let's see, anti-friction rings for smooth movement. I guess that's going to help with the rotation of the analog sticks. We will see about that. What do we got up here? Let me just move my big thumb out of the way. Advanced gaming buttons. On the fly button mapping. So there are a couple buttons on the back there, which you can map to whatever you want, to your convenience. I love having stuff like that, especially for like racing games, things like that, or if you want a faster way to shoot. That's all up to you. You can find what works for you. It's always nice to have options like that. Wireless plus motion, Bluetooth 5.0 intuitive motion control. So this actually does have the motion control. That's awesome. Usually these third-party controllers don't have motion. Now it does not seem to have NFC. Not like it matters too much, but if you're really into scanning your amiibo, this is not a controller for you unless you just want to scan them on your Joy-Cons, I guess. Good looking controller. But I'm going to go ahead and unbox this, and I'll cut right back because I'm holding the camera, so can't really do this with one hand. Well, I could, but it'd be super uncomfortable and look super awkward. So we're just going to go ahead and cut. Alright, I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. So the packaging, flimsy plastic, not a big deal. Oh, this controller's $69.99, by the way, in Canada. So that's $20 less than the Nintendo Switch Pro controller. So that's a pretty good deal, 20 bucks less, and you're really only missing the NFC stuff. But other than the controller, obviously we get a cable. And this, of course, is a Type-C cable, because this is a Type-C controller. And it is a 10-foot cord, so that's awesome. And the fact that it's white is nice, because it'll match your controller. So that's cool. Good job, PowerA. What do we got here? The user manual. It's a controller. So let's take this out. Probably should have done this before. We're going to do it right now. Told you. Super awkward with one hand. Not an easy thing to do. I apologize for any of the noise there. Alright, first impressions, this controller is actually quite light. Let me get the Switch Pro controller here. Oh, yeah, that's a beefy boy there. So the Switch Pro controller is noticeably heavier. Now, if you like a lighter controller, that's a good thing. If you like a little heftier controller, then you might want the regular Switch Pro controller. But let's take a look here. Let's test out the D-pad. Is it actually metal? No, it's plastic, but it's got the metallic color. The D-pad's actually raised a lot, which is nice. Easier to hit. You guys know, if you've seen my other controller videos, I really do not like the D-pad on the standard Nintendo Switch Pro controller. I always feel it doesn't... I always get, like, input errors every once in a while while playing Mario Maker or something. It's a little better than the Pro Controller. Neither of those are like amazing by any stretch of the imagination, but this I feel is better. I'm not sure if that's just because this is brand new and I've had this for a while, but this is definitely clickier. So that's good enough for most games. Let's check this. It does click down, of course. Other one. You hear the click. Yeah, there you go. Let's see, the plus button, nice and clicky. Minus button, nice and clicky. Share button, good. What is this, the home button? Yeah, home button, good. These are fine. Let's compare it to this. I like the Pro Controller ones. They're slightly larger. I have large hands, so anytime something's bigger, for me personally, it's better. But this one's actually going to go to my wife, so she has smaller hands, so this will be fine. These are great, though. These perfectly fine. The bumpers, compared to this. These are a little clickier, but they feel good. Triggers, a little odd shape to them. They're like, look like guitar picks. How weird. Let's see that. Versus the Switch Pro Controller, a little more curved. I like this more. But these are still good. No issues with this. There's your Type-C port and your syncing port, syncing button there, sorry. And then there's the other shoulder button and other triggers. Now, the secret buttons. Oh, there's actually 3. So you can map these buttons. So you can make, like, let's say, for example, you like this button here, and you don't want to press the trigger for whatever reason, you can actually map it to this button. So when you're holding your controller, you can have it here, so that's available to you at any time. And then there's one here. Or if you want to use it for, like, the screenshot button, that could be useful. Or the home button. You can basically make it whatever you want. Well, like these face buttons, not obviously you can't make it this, or this, or this. But if you want to change it to one of these face buttons, you can definitely do that. So that's really cool. And there's actually 3. That's awesome. So you have 3 extra options there. And there's the indicator to show you what player you are. So this overall is like a pretty awesome controller. Let's see if we can get this connected to my Switch here. See what the process is like for that. And we'll actually test out if you can wake the Switch with this controller. A lot of controllers can't do that for some reason, and a lot of people don't like that. So let me just pull up my Switch here. Okay. So I'm gonna have to do this. Okay. Alright, so let's go to controllers. And we're going to pair new controller. You can pair controllers at any time by attaching them. Yes, that's great. View other pairing options. Alright. Okay, pair. Let's press the pairing button on this thing. We're going to hold that down. And it should be pairing now. There are no controllers connected. Maybe I have to go to... No, not fine. It should just be new. Close the screen and select change grip. Oh, right. I haven't done this in a while. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so that paired right away. Okay, cool. So, let's make sure that's working. Yes, good. That works immediately. Excellent. You know what? Why don't we just boot up Mario Kart here for a sec. Let's do this. Use this weird little kickstand. Yeah, actually, no. I'll just put it in the dock. You guys can look on the screen here. Hopefully that pops up properly. There we go. Alright. Yeah, that works fine. Okay. Yes, I know I accidentally picked 50cc, just whatever. We're just seeing if the controller works. Alright, calm down. Now, this is going to be extremely hard because I'm playing with one hand. Oh boy, this is a bad idea, I think. This is a terrible idea. Okay, there we go. Alright, let's see if I can do this. Okay, analog's working fine. Okay. Yeah, there's no sort of delay. Every time I'm pressing the analog, it's moving exactly when I want it to. I can't do any drifting right now because I'm holding the phone, so forgive me. But that's just how it is. Alright, so that's enough of that. Controller works fine. Now for the real test. Can we wake the Switch with this controller? Let's see. There, so now the Switch is off. As you can see there, the light's off. So let's see if we can get it to do anything. Oh, it actually does it! Yes! Oh my goodness! A third-party controller that can wake the Switch. Hallelujah. This is a great controller, guys. I like it. Obviously it's matte white, so you might get some stains on it. So you'll want to make sure you keep that clean. 30 hours of battery life. Fantastic. Mappable buttons. Type-C connection. Every single button on here feels excellent. This is a good controller, and it's $20 cheaper than the Nintendo Switch Pro controller. So if you want to save some money and basically get all the same features, including waking your Switch, this is a very good option. So I'm going to leave, go play some games. Oh, actually, I got one more test. Forgot the Spiro test. This is the most important test of all. Does it fit in Spiro's hands? Because this is how my controllers for Wi-Fi Prime are set up. It does! This thing is great. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.